All right. Let's see here. We're going to do the quick on the way home grind. Sometimes when you're a working person, you just gotta make do with the time you have. I do a very similar route on the way home that I do on the way to work. So it's going to be nothing too exciting. Maybe we'll get something rare today. It looks like it is partly cloudy. So I'm still looking for the shiny Soul Rock. Got the gotcha running. A little bit of hurry. It's a little bit later. So hopefully if there's a Soul Rock there, I can take a look at it before gotcha gets it. All right, looking. What should the topic be on the way to home? Probably the best kind of steak, without a doubt, is ribeye. If you don't consider ribeye the best steak, you're wrong. Your family's wrong. You were raised wrong. You should probably be beat every now and then. Yeah. As for the type of cooking we do with it, cast iron every day. A lot of people grill steak, but honestly, it's not too. It's worse than cast iron. I don't know. Call me grandma or something, but I really do believe everything tastes better out of the cast iron. Because in my experience, everything does taste better on the cast iron. Until I'm proven wrong, that's just a fact of life right there. Now, how do you cook a good steak? You gotta let it rest. You gotta select it properly. Ribeye, we're looking for fat content. Let's see, what is this? Soul Rock? Have to go through here again. So on a ribeye, we're looking at fat content. You want to see the good marbling, all that fun stuff. The more fat, the better. Even when you look at the lesser cuts, marbling's always good. I don't know why people like New York strip. Just it's not as good. When I get a New York strip, it's for my wife because she wants me to cook a steak well done, and I'm a firm believer. You order a steak the way you like it. Don't you let anyone tell you otherwise. But for me, when I eat a well done steak, it's like chewing on leather. So I do not eat a well done steak. Trying to think. Yeah. So really easy prep though. You let it rest for an hour. You set it out. After an hour or so, or during this time, you're putting a heavy layer of salt on. For people who don't cook often, you put a lot of salt on it. And when you think you put on about twice as much as needed, you put a little bit more on. Bam, you let that sit. You coat it with oil. I always use extra virgin olive oil because I do. Then you let it sit an hour. The salt's going to penetrate real deep, and it's going to retain water. You're going to pat the meat down dry before you salt it, and it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Towards the end, that's when I'll spice it with whatever spices I like. Here we go. I do pretty simple rub, just the Martin County, whatever, and what's on sale there. Just a little bit of pepper, garlic, whatever. A lot of people get really righteous when it comes to salt or seasoning. Once again, it's your steak. You cook it how you want because you deserve the meal. You cook it to order. So for me, I set if the dial is 10 points, I put it at about 6. I make sure the pan is screaming hot. So once I can flick a drop of water on it and just kind of mist into steam, that's how I know it's hot enough. At that point, I put oil down. Once again, olive oil. Make sure the bottom of the pan is coated. You don't want to deep fry it, or maybe you do. And then you put the steak on it. And it's actually a real quick cook. I do steak for about 3 minutes per side, and I pay attention to it. If it's gray and looking dead, it needs more time, or it's not hot enough. If it's starting to look beautiful, that's when I flip it. The first side will always take longer than the second time. And you flip it and do another 3.5 minutes, wherever you land, maybe 2.5 minutes, if you like your steak mooing at you. Either way, you want to make sure the crust is established, and the salt and the olive oil, what's going to really put it in. During that time, I put 2 tablespoons butter in per side, and then with the spoon, I'm just constantly putting the butter back over top with it. Probably a little overkill, I don't care. Turn the steak over. I'm throwing another 2 tablespoons of butter on it for the 3 minutes, constantly basting it. And at that point, you gotta let the steak rest. If you don't let it rest, it's not going to reabsorb the juices. The 5-minute rest is the most torturous part, but it's very, very, very important. After it rests, you eat it. Now, if you, let's say you got a real picky eater that are kind of more of a medium well, medium rare, maybe you wrap it in tin foil, and that's going to continue to cook it on the inside a little bit. And just bring it up to color. If you hit medium right on the money and you bring the tin foil, it'll bring it to like a medium well. It's either way, it's going to taste fantastic. People get really, really, this is how you do it. No, I can't stand like a super red meat steak. Medium is what I shoot for, but I'm very, very, very unusually tolerant. I can go rare, I can go well, especially if I cook it. My dumbass killed the steak, I might as well eat it. And after you let it rest, you do the most important thing. You slather it from top to bottom in A1 sauce, and you eat it. Absolutely eat it. Enjoy eating it. It's your steak. You eat it how you want. Don't let these anti-A1 elitists tell you how to eat your steak. We love steak. Steak's important. It's like, does ketchup ruin fries? No, it adds fries. And if you like A1, go ahead and add to your steak a little bit. Alright, we can get some shiny checks here. I'll be quick throwing these. I turn the gotcha off before I pull it, and that's simply so I can turn it back on. It tends to die after an hour without use. So now and then, the countdown will start. What the? Okay, the countdown will start before I'm ready for it to. So I just turn it off and turn it on fresh again, anyways. No shiny Mr. Avis. It's disappointing. Give me that Stardust. And I catch everything because I want Stardust. I only throw one ball at it unless I really want it. Oh! Got the desert dog. That is the one shiny I think I've wanted more than any, almost most of the time. Was that thing right there. I don't know why. I just want it. It kind of reminds me of the dogs in Iraq. I hate whoever this is. Manny Gamboa. Oh, I know Manny. I hate you. Manny's a really good guy. Unfortunately, he is Team Mystic or Instinct. We'll forgive him. The first time I was like, as a returning player, I came back and I was like, yo guys, I had posted on a random Facebook group like, I see people out there raiding. I just can't figure out where y'all are going. Where the hell is everyone? I want Giratina. And they, he was in the group that responded. I'm like, yo, bro, we're gonna be at the Baptist church. And it was at that point rating changed for me. Remember, I missed out on Mewtwo, even though he was the tier 5 at the time, because I didn't know how to get a hold of people who are raiding. So Manny was in that group of people. I enjoy him. I enjoy talking poop to him. And he doesn't live too far away from here like I do. So we tend to go back and forth on this gym a little bit. The only reason why I care is because I pull a GPS after work, and I want to make sure that I get all of the shinies. And it's looking like nope. Alright, so no shinies today. That's really unfortunate. Maybe the pulled GPS will get it, probably not. Either way, I'll catch you on the other side.